Me mo bibia kwa baba daily update TV send any daily kan ya over channel so make sure so be connect with tap on the subscribe button now fin so tap on the notification bell so na be say the new update we to channel is for Ghana politics so I so betimi aka no hu ne ekoso Ghana efo ensem mu esa so say so wa adwentwum so ade ko comment section ye beje ho ne akenkan e de ama sa me ya me ne o de kasa di ade Ghana fo nyina pepe eye performance tracker app Bawumia ne nanado e de abekire Ghana fo afedie less than 48 hours or more, I say, or my mistake womb, about 67% was mistakenly included. She see, I know the case, say, Kelvin tell am I the kind of things are a year MPP for Bawumia and Nanado, every near former president, a dear Google sa performance tracker, no so. Nya dear motimi aye shame po amagana for near what performance tracker up no so nyina and near ma a MPP for area. The assessor performance tracker and so into my the kind of jobs I former president here Bawumia and another area they say performance tracker up on so a person would CV Ghana for intian the question near my MPP for area and they said this performance tracker up I feel ma say about 67% was mistakenly included.
Mr. Busamo performance tracker no how much money was involved in building that? It's over $5 million. Mucha say performance tracker. How much investment went into it? You spend this saying to build a performance tracker. They will tell you. Me say over $5 million. Now, Adianchi. Omo be de say o my performance tracker ya de anche ye da ye atwemu omo ka kire say saade way o my no they have thoroughly looked into every single project omo to performance tracker so omo di nukura fenchem. In fact Mahamud Bawumia ka ho e no omo build a performance tracker into adibia ye hu bia no e krogen a omo ye den research are checking over and over because to date obiant mimba abontin be kan kire say green book no bibi wo ma anya no kure it also some person prove che Ghana for say sa performance tracker we adibia obehu bia no lecturers people in digitalization amanfo mu fi Bawumia office including Bawumia himself no matnase and na omakeka nyoma ni nyina bom djuma omaye it is utie professor Bakwa no ho a oye djuma e Bawumia office utie na in some kind
the world about the achievements of government. Our development partners, CSOs, and the entire world also need to know about the good works that the government has executed. And so we decided to make this purely digital. And so behind all that we did in terms of collecting the information, there is a team that you never see. They work at night. And we want to give them also the right recognition. You don't see them at all, but they work at night. And all they do is behind the scenes, behind the curtains, working to ensure that technically what we are doing, the data that we are collecting physically, is given an opportunity to be keyed into their system. If they don't give you the permission, you can't keep the information in there. And then they feed it back to the front end. So what we will see today is only the front end. You will see the back end. But there have been great guys and ladies working with us behind the scenes. So in the last quarter of 2022, with the monitoring and
man we are of Bawumia office or see Sadi Omolanchi Omo a purely digital. Na omo emranti ne mabawa Mahamud Bawumia tu omo omo no a team omo djuma omo di ni se omo hwehwe nyoma mu yie. Na omo no mo ye djuma anajo. Anajo na Bawumia da baba ne name no na sankofo no te machine ho scrutinize. Oti sankofo no scrutinize you cannot put it in the system. Meaning or say adie bia no mo lunch bia ye krogen fenchem omuntwantro wom de Bawumia enso asa hwede omo ye nyina ama odinani afem enti project ni bibia omo kire ewo eye den sa omo digital tracker wo se de performance tracker no eye krogen ya dae ma de chen ya NPP for asa sorry abeka che say ye yanka de ye kura omo se agovo di obutia o ade chen ya omo say ye yanka de ye we de ya che sa anyoma de be kire mu no emu 67 ye boa me say omo be lanchi wie Emma Professor Adebekachi said, where there's a team that scrutinizes and do the and nobody. Bawumia has been handling this. Adiachi and Opa Mobam say, where the uncanny ye crow, ye bois, 67 much ye, Nina and draw. Hey! 67 entries mistakenly included Obwa. Come on, one got a warm. NDC4 boss scrutinization be. Jandam is dying. And they are so much. I'm saying, where the now. Die na professor ne ka kire ye no ofi Bawumia office o see emrantie na anadwo ye adwuma no omo duty ni say omo behu se ade bi omo de be hye sa tracker di mu no eye kroje no kore ade chinya ene say okay ende mom yanko hwe de omo kane enti wokọ eye omo performance tracker na hwe ade sa project we John Mahama na ye dadada oni atamels John Dramani Mahama on it, President Mills, Dodowa District Hospital, Hospital at Kumewu. Omu de kwashe mu omu inti mu ana anadwomanda no kwasiafo mu Lebanese voana. Omu sheda omu wia project we omu wia ye. Dodowa eni Kumewu omu wia omu koka kira santefo se ni esi ye. Party ni nie. Mrs. Our pathway, I tro any other chichire. Now, the most interesting thing then they say Pusiga Girls Model Primary and JHS Classroom. Omuwiae. And yomonom ye. Omuwia NDC project. And almost we are a NGOs project. Obuha will be NGO, Kakanka Kribo Scooby. This is what we are talking about. NPP has nothing for you. Actually, with Jimmy. Into Pusiga Girls Model Primary and JHS Classroom no boa omu wi ahyemu. Now, Oko Bibiti say Los Subwe DA Basic School 4-seater KVIP toilet with girls changing room, boys urinal and washing facility at Anglican. One number 16-seater KVIP Edio cassava factory at Edi and Kave omu wi ahyemu. Bibiti say urban construction of old Akano Road omu wi ahyemu. We nyina ndis na eyo. Ebi NGOs. Projects construction of pepper market shed at Nyankpala Junction omu wi ahyemu. We mo. Already. MPP. Oba a 6-seater WC toilet with mechanized borehole at Sebiye Health Center. Omu wi ahyemu. 10-seater omu wi ahyemu. Another 10-seater Zugum omu wi ahyemu. 6-seater toilet omu wi ahyemu. Washroom construction omu wi ninya. They didn't do any of these things. Toilet facility, construction of 2 KVIP toilet with girls changing room, menstrual management facility, boys urinal. Now, let me tell you something. There's one thing you cannot take away from the NDC. You see this book. It's our green book way. Nobody in Ghana can step out from the MPP and say, I deal with your NDC for so ye we. Bakumpo ni Ghana, ana bakumpo. Nobody. And the friend Abanya or Kanokre. And remember, Sanyoma Obuku muno. Time and NDC free power, not on my more things are buku and capture. Don't get it wrong. So NDC can say almost update green book it will be bigger than this. Because there were some projects no ma start your movie or man fan count. The Mahama Kachom say we have just started those projects. Don't add it to the book. In this NDC focus and no more tenase. Update book way. Move on to Ghana NDC na chichiri omne kwame nkroma. Now you see the reality. Nobody in Ghana in the NPP can get out and say maybe a page way or book we Mahama boa NDC boa. One of them, Pius Heze, a whole criminal, a thief. He went on News File some time back, and I see Green Book Linie, baby a yantro.
So-called Mahama infrastructure,
unprecedented.
Yes, was fantasy.
Absolutely, I hold the view,
and does not exist on the earth.
Yes.
He said he was suggesting that it may be misleading.
Well, I am having a discussion, but
no,
for me,
the discussion is premise of the
factual. What the president
statement
said was a factual representation of
that
what
they
was
don't exist.
The unprecedented developments that we were told that the roads had been constructed and that they were so smooth that riding on them you could fall asleep. Those fantasy, those unprecedented so-called achievements did not exist on the ground.
He did not limit himself to roads. He said infrastructure, unprecedented.
But Samson, I think that in fairness,
this is what I want us to do.
Sure.
As you can see, I raked up my green book and I can see the various developments in there. If I may give you a choice, take this green book, point us to one which does not exist, so that we will know that you are speaking to fact and that the president says it is out of knowledge that these things don't exist. So all the many hundreds of infrastructure here, can you point to one that doesn't exist?
No, Samson, I think that I can understand what exercise you want us to engage in, but I think that, like I said, we must put the president's comment in context, and let's not be too simplistic.
And that the president says it is out of knowledge that these things don't exist. So all the many hundreds of infrastructure here, can you point to one that doesn't exist?
No, Samson, I think that I can understand what exercise you want us to engage in, but I think that, like I said, we must put the president's comment in context.
You see, on show one thing a book we might no cray, Pius Hajide. I want any aboa to say me. With the D Mahama term, the DNDC for term, Jimmy for babies with sharp teeth, Jimmy Omon Kinkai. Yes, a book in here. Be a one page, and I say, way it does not exist when to me and yet. Oh, down catch him say Mahama should convince you. Ye did no cre and a chichere mine, Yemfa Kwasia tribe, Yemfa Ateni, Yemfa Jimmy, Yemfa way Nini, Yemfa way the different, ye did no cre and a chichere mine. What about not TV? They say, Jibook no. Be a one page per a yatro went to me and yet. Makwakoye under 48 hours performance tracker number 67. The woman in a toilet. Kwasiafowe, they still want power. Bawumia na ye the signal. Wait me. After this short break. Where the angin ye crowd? Sade bois 67 projects. A set omo digital den a performance tracker no omo bois. Inti ade chin ya e no mo ba no so omo asem ka. Za go fodi obi chi obobom nyina dua. Ade chin ya omo so omo asem ka. Ene esa asem ben. Omo so omo be so release statement. Inti performance tracker headquarters for a release statement. Now statement dey na omo kan mo mientie omo statement no. Enkwase forward abudi obochi. Mo dey we ka say ochira abonte. Omo statement ni say mo mientie 24 hours so omo see ye boa 67 ni nyina na ye boa. De hyehye mu nyina ya ntro ba kumpo nim ni nyina ye boa ba to ben den. Go for mo akoma o. Performance tracker update. Performance tracker 2.0. LVP. Following a successful launch of the performance tracker, government expresses gratitude for the remarkable interest and scrutiny from citizens. This level of engagement demonstrates the public's commitment to ensuring the accuracy and integrity of the information provided. Within 48 hours, within 48 hours, the kind of slow within 48 hours following the launch, our attention has been drawn to 67 entries which were erroneously included. Or see, erroneously. Maybe I saw me for Kelvin. And the Kesi even go Kelvin erroneously. So anything. Almost say hello. Hello. The long one, no. Also, I got before. Almost like hello. Almost say erroneously. Sir, erroneously, no. Oh, chuma, hello. The thing, no. Almost oh. Adiachi ya yedi sorry ya yedi ti ya de hu say yi sa nyoma be 67 de gumu no na yeboa na eno no hello mistake erroneously no ni twi no hello almost my hello kwasi afo nyina mo ka je se mo timi o mo nda o mo yempetuo anajo ya da no mo enter erade ja abai pa na fu ko fo yo jibi o inti Sanko for na professor de ka say omonda na adwene mpetuo no. Eye de performance tracker mpetuo no. Sam mpetuo no anadwo adwuma na no moye. Almost hello. Into almost say within 48 hours following the launch, our attention has been drawn to 67 entries which were erroneously included. These have been corrected. Almost hello, ya collected. I'm collecting nyina. No come no say our attention has been also drawn to some 45 projects which should have been included as they have been concluded by June 2023. These have also been included. Almost 67 amochi ene de ere ye frim. Ya kra ye refi ye na 74 bi na nkosi edi shebu. Enti ede na be replace. Ko fo mo Jimmy fucking. We mo Jimmy. Almost say 67 na ya chi almost some dia kweshim no almost ye from but almost as I 74 bi almost dia ba beshim all right there you go and then guy was a what to about people now or what to say Mahama convince so Kelvin tell wait GB wait the edition mai we 67 from the 74 beshim inti oya calculation now 74 minus 67 inti about 7 and technically, 14 by minus 7 is 7, right? Into 100 6. Into 6 minus 6 is 0. Into your a deficit of 7 bishop. 7 bishop. Deficit of 7 bishop. We mama Jimmy. We mama Nimyansa. Me say we were in this country. We into later no. Afei
me do be as Saudi brain out the video into Kelvin tell and oma the kind of things I aban we dia share or performance tracker some patches or money and so money and you may performance tracker up on the idea or maybe me da say so nya brain out the video be so nya subscribe ya make sure so be on the subscribe button nothing so tap on the notification be send be I will make any new updates out be see any macro